This segment is sponsored by Toby Amador Nutrition PC on behalf of American Dairy Association Northeast. Protein seems to be everywhere these days, and for good reason. Whether it's in smoothies, snacks, or family meals, protein has become one of the most talked about nutrients in nutrition. And today we have Toby Amador, Wall Street Journal best-selling cookbook author and award-winning dietitian, sharing protein-filled tips and recipes from her new cookbook, Healthy Living High Protein Cookbook, 85 recipes and meal plans to build muscle, balance metabolism, and thrive at any age. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, thriving at any age, that's what we want, and I know protein is a big part of that. Everyone's talking about protein. Why is it so important?
So today I'm here with American Dairy Association Northeast because I want to highlight how dairy foods can help easily increase high quality protein in everyday meals and snacks. So yes, why is it important? We know for overall health we need it, right?
Yeah.
So it helps with muscle, everybody knows that, right? Build and repair muscle.
Right.
But it also helps support bone health, immune function, and it helps keep you full, satisfied, and energized throughout the day.
Okay, yeah, everyone's talking about the protein for all of those reasons. What protein did you bring here today?
So I brought dairy foods with me, and the reason is it has high quality protein, but it also carries with it essential nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, potassium, essential amino acids. It's also versatile. And it helps add nutrition to your day.
Yeah, it makes everything creamy and delicious.
It does.
Yeah, what did you bring here?
Okay, so I brought 4 dairy foods that I added to my recipes, and these are all from my cookbook.
Okay.
So first I have just your regular milk. It has 8 grams of protein per cup. That's 8 times more protein than your leading plant-based milk, which has 1 gram.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, and the next one is ultra-filtered milk. And
I'm curious, like
yes.
I've heard that, but what does that mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are curious, well, how do they make it? They just filter it. So then you're left with a concentrate of protein. That's why it has about 13 grams of protein per cup. It also has calcium, but it has less sugar and lactose. So that's what they're filtering out. Some of them are even lactose free, so just read the label.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
And then I have Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt has between 11 to 13 grams of protein per half cup. It has also calcium, less sugar and sodium compared to your traditional yogurt. But people don't realize vitamin D, let's say you want, because it's an under-consumed nutrient by most Americans. It's added to some yogurt, so look on the label for vitamin D if you're looking for that in yogurt.
Got it. I know you can put that in a lot of kind of dishes to kind of beef up that protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the last one is cottage cheese. So underappreciated at 12 grams of protein per half cup. So I'm going to show you a couple of really fun ways to use it.
Okay, let's do that. I see you brought some smoothies too. That's such a great way in the morning to kind of get your protein started, your day started.
So this one has 26 grams of protein. It's a peanut butter raspberry shake, and it's using Greek yogurt and the ultra-filtered milk. So that's where we get the 26 grams of protein, and just easy to grab and go.
I never would have thought peanut butter with raspberry.
So good.
Oh yeah? All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it.
The next one that I have, this is where I use the cottage cheese and I'm blending everything. So I have the cottage cheese with eggs and oats actually in the pancakes. I blended it so easy, and then it makes a batter that cooks up just like your pancakes. On the side I have Greek yogurt and I mix it with strawberries. And it's frozen strawberries done, and then you can dip it. It's fun to dip.
And
like
it looks
dip.
like it's like such a beautiful presentation.
It is, and you can pour it on top, dip, whatever you like.
Love that.
The next one I have, okay, ready for this one? Again, it's a fun way to use cottage cheese in an egg salad. So it's a
Wow.
cottage cheese, it's a protein cottage cheese egg salad.
Okay.
This has 20 grams of protein in your sandwich because you're adding not just the cottage cheese, which also brings with it the nutrition. Remember I told you it also adds, you know, with the eggs more protein, so you get 20 grams for the whole thing.
That's amazing. I have to tell you, I have a teenage son and he's obsessed with the protein and he's trying to find it, and I can't wait to share all of these recipes with him.
And the last one that I have is a great dinner. So it's a creamy salmon ziti, and that's using ultra-filtered milk because it's adding creaminess. But also, remember I said it carries with it calcium, so it's upping the protein a little in the dish, but also carrying with it to add calcium, vitamin D, and other nutrients that milk has.
And it keeps you satiated.
Yes, it absolutely does.
We love that. Where can viewers get more information about your recipes, about your book, about you?
Yes, you can go to my website, tobyamadornutrition.com. My book is sold on Amazon and every major bookseller. And then you can also get other recipes, more information and protein inspiration at americandairy.com/protein.
All right. I feel like I know what I'm making for dinner and for breakfast tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Toby's cookbook is available on Amazon and all major booksellers. For recipes, nutrition information, and protein inspiration, visit americandairy.com/protein.